Michelle Obama, and she has absolutely no empathy in her heart for Donald Trump when he almost gets shot and his family. How about a word from her to Melania Trump? You're not going to get it. These are the people who want to paint themselves as our moral betters, as the nice ones, as the kind ones. That was actually Kamala Harris's pitch, right? That was her pitch in the debate. And when she sat down with that local Philadelphia anchor, she's the nice one. And people are ready for unity, but they can't muster any genuine statements of empathy for the Trumps when, once again, his life was almost taken. It's just such a facade.
My name is Rosalie Cianelli. I'm 105 years old. My days are numbered, not yours. We can't have another 4 years of this administration. You please vote for President Trump. He's the only one now that can turn this country around. We are in dire need of a new administration.
A lot of people are outraged. I have a couple of videos I'm going to show you. There is something going on. When something like this keep happening, and you see Biden, Kamala sending out almost the same statement every single day, it is concerning. Look at what Megyn Kelly said here. She's actually annoyed that people like Michelle Obama would not even send out a message. This came out 1 day ago. A lot of people are not reporting on this. A whistleblower at ABC News is swearing that Kamala campaign colluded with ABC News to reel the debate to her advantage. The affidavit include the claim that Kamala got intel on the questions ahead of time. The whistleblower wrote, the Harris campaign was furnished with sample questions.
But the rhetoric is on both sides. It's coming from the right. It's coming from the left.
The rhetoric. They have tried to kill this man twice. Okay, he got shot in the ear, and this guy was sitting up shop outside of a golf course to try to kill him this weekend. And I know after something like this happens, it's very fashionable to talk about rhetoric on both sides. Donald Trump is the target. Okay, he's the current target, and it's happening, and it's happened again. And honestly, we have to have a conversation about elections. If you lose an election, the country's not going to come to an end, okay? What I want Democrats to do, honestly, is to say, it's okay. Like, if Donald Trump wins, democracy will not end, the Constitution will not end, we're not going to live in a dictatorship, there will not be a bloodbath. All the things they say that are totally fabricated, to me, it would be a good day to stop doing that. If Democrats lose, that the Constitution is not going to go away, democracy is not going to come to an end, there will be no bloodbath, there will be no dictatorship on day one, which they all say all day long on this network and others. If everyone could just agree that that kind of hyperbolic statement will not take place anymore and that it's not been true every time it's been said, that would be a step in the right direction.
Yes, the way the mainstream media is struggling to downplay what is happening to Trump is extremely concerning at this point. I'm glad that someone on CNN is calling that out. At a certain point, when I look at how people like MNBC putting out videos trying to say, oh, Trump should blame that to himself, is insane. Can you really imagine this? When I see this repeatedly, the first time, oh, there was something similar like this, some people said. Now, I've seen videos which I'm not even going to play. It is crazy at this point. Someone tweeted this. CNN prepares their viewers for a Harris loss on November 5th. Even these biased mainstream media polls are showing a dead heat, and Trump outperformed the poll significantly. Okay, after the debate, CNN did a poll, I think today, just a few hours ago. There is something. Kamala is in trouble.
You're gonna love this. We know who this is right over here in the American shirt, right? Do you know who this is? First of all, it's a chef. Chef Jose Andres. Do you know who that is? Smart Farming with Jose Andres and Secretary Hillary Clinton and President Bill Clinton. No. He was just cooking for Kamala not that long ago. He's a humanitarian chef who works for a company called the World Central Kitchen. And they go around the world and they feed third world countries like Haiti and soon America if we don't get our shit together. How does something like this happen? So he was in Ukraine because there's a war in Ukraine and, he's the humanitarian kitchen guy. And apparently the would-be assassinator wanted a picture with him while he was also out there pushing for America to get more involved in Ukraine. Look at all the Ukraine flags, right? And he just spoke at the Clinton Global Initiative meeting, like a week ago.
When something happens, it is always good to stay back and observe. These are the informations, pictures surfacing on social media, people who interact with this guy. Looking at him in court today, he was even smiling. I don't know if this man is insane. People are asking questions, why would somebody be like this? On the radar, will leave Hawaii, travel right to Florida. Crazy, right? A lot of questions are being surfaced, like, who told this guy that Trump will be in this location at this time? These are the questions I've seen people asking.
You have to get all the way north to about 3 to 4 points for Harris to have a clear chance, the clear majority chance of winning the Electoral College. If she only wins by less than 2, look at that. Only a 23% chance of winning. Right now, Harris is right now in that danger zone where basically about half the time, given that popular vote margin nationally, she would win. And so here's the situation. Chance Harris wins the popular vote at this point is about 70%, but the chance she wins the Electoral College is only about 50%. So the bottom line is at this hour, John, there's about a 20% chance that Kamala Harris wins the popular vote, but actually loses in the Electoral College. So we could be heading towards one of these splits that we saw in 2016 and in 2000, whereby one candidate, Kamala Harris, wins in the popular vote, but loses in the Electoral College. Basically, at this hour, we're right in that sort of weird middle zone where we honestly don't know what's going to happen based upon the popular. Trump has just led in one national poll over the last month, and we've had one tie. So the fact that a national poll shows Kamala Harris ahead, not really much of a surprise because, John, pretty much all of them do.
Yes, even with this crazy post on CNN, I'm still shocked that this guy is preparing their mind for something devastating. They never saw this coming. They thought after the convention, that Kamala will be beating Trump hands down. But from the look of things, if CNN can be saying this, you should know it is bad. Yeah. If I watched this on a different channel, I could have had maybe different impressions. But coming from CNN, it is a clear sign that things are not okay. At a certain point, CNN did a lot of polls. I've been watching them for days now. I understand some people don't watch the mainstream media reason. I actually do that for you, chop off some clips so you can see exactly what is going on. Based on my observations, Trump is leading by a lot. And from what just happened to him, wait for the next post to see exactly what is happening.
With that, it was shocking to me that it was 500 yards. And I thought that it was an important thing that they noticed the barrel of a gun through a fence 500 yards away. So in that respect, they were doing their jobs, right, in that respect. But what is so offensive to me, and it is also because they're saying it's very hard to secure a golf club. Golf course when those courses are sometimes on highways and it's very difficult. But that doesn't really matter when it comes to protecting a former president or a future president. I will say this. I am so saddened and disturbed by the fact that political violence is so normalized in this country.
The very first time Sonia Hostin is making sense. She's right.
Comes out against Trump.
I don't care if they write that.
It's like 73% said they're voting for Trump. Okay, yeah.
Kamala, she went for the handshake. Incredible display of the upward tension that happens when your son is dating a biracial girl and you meet her parents for the first time.
They are angry that Kamala was not supposed to greet him. I've seen videos these people are putting out, like, why would she do that?
No. Trump has come in the spin room, just so you know. That has happened.
Newly reported by NBC News, Vice President Kamala Harris has spoken recently and repeatedly with former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton.
She could not do in 4 years. It is insane to think that...
You really want Trump to lose this election, right? No, you don't? Really?
So that debate was a bunch of BS.
Well, my friends, Kamala Harris deserves an Academy Award for gaslighting, deflecting.
Of course she didn't.
We still have to have a controlled border, a secure border.
Who are over 18, please register to vote for something else that's very important coming up.
Look at this.
She's only up by 15 points.
Caught Taylor Swift, as though I have that power. I'm allowed to criticize Taylor Swift.
Disconnected from the interests.
Well, Trump is now selling Eras Tour knockoff campaign merch.
Pop icon Taylor Swift after she endorsed Kamala Harris.
Voting Donald Trump, baby.